Hello, everybody.
Hi,
We're officially live. I'm Amanda,
I'm Janae.
and we are Girls Go Books Deep. And this is the Girls Go After HotD House of the Dragon After Show. So that was actually a really good episode.
I enjoyed that episode a lot.
A lot.
Like, that was favorite episode so far.
So far, I felt like it was not quite as good Battle of the Bastards towards the end. It gave me a lot of Jon Snow Battle of the Bastards vibes.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah,
But
we'll get there.
I don't know, it was a totally different vibe. I literally tweeted Damon in this episode is a vibe.
Oh, absolutely.
A whole like I had the thought, I was like, yo, he been hanging out with all these black people for 3 years, and it shows. It shows. Like, bro.
That's hilarious.
Like, literally at the end of the episode when he sees the crap eater goes back in, the look on his face, and I was like, he got that from Cloris. Because ain't no way.
So the episode opens up and we realize we're 3 years. We did like a nice little chunk of a jump, right?
Yeah.
I enjoyed that. It gets through a lot of stuff that's not that big of a deal, but gets
Right.
to the meat of the story.
Yeah.
I mean, I dig that. That's good. Viserys is being Viserys. Like, I mean,
but this episode, we have a better, like, understanding, and we're kind of right there with him. I felt like throughout this episode, because it's like, yes, he declared Rhaenyra the heir, and now he has a son, so he's having second thoughts about the dream. And I was like, bro, I'm right there with you, because
it's understandable, but at the same time, it's just like,
but
he never wants to talk about shit. He's like, it's my son's birthday. Can we have one fucking day where you're not up my ass?
I give him that. And like, out of all the days.
But show me a day. Show me a day where there's no tourney, no feast, no party, no whatever.
They can't show us because they skipped 3 years. So there's that.
But that's Viserys, though.
True, but literally, it's your child's birthday.
True.
Like, out of all the days y'all y'all talk to me every day about the same shit.
Right. And Rhaenyra is being a pissy teenager.
One day, can I just not king for a day?
Yeah.
Like,
but unfortunately, you're the king.
True. But I mean, he had a valid point. He's like, what's 3 extra days gonna do?
True. This is like, we've been doing this for 3 years. What's 3 more days? Get out
and
my
I
face.
Was like, damn, Viserys mad. He's like, leave me alone. And the whole time he's trying to figure out where they're at.
Right.
Nobody knows where she is. And I just want to point out that Kristen Cole is there, but he's supposed to be her protector. And he didn't know where she was.
Well, she's supposed to be in the party, and she's sitting outside with a minstrel, with a bard, like, listening to shit. He's listening to a song about...
But you her protector.
Technically, he's where he's supposed to be. She's not where she's supposed to be.
The idea of that, because, like, I guess maybe I'm just confusing what it means to be her protector and him. He doesn't have to
be up her ass like 24/7. She can walk around the grounds of the castle. She's still inside the castle, even though she's out by the tree. She's still within the grounds of the castle.
Yeah, but see, that makes no sense to me. That's why I was like, what do you mean? We didn't clear this up. I'm confused.
But you could tell.
So when I saw that, I was like, yeah, how you her protector and you don't know where she is? I'm sorry.
Maybe he's just on her side and he's like, oh, I don't know where she's at. Like, because she don't want to fucking be there right now.
I don't know.
Because they can tell he's been her protector for 3 years now. Like, you can tell when they're in the woods, they definitely have developed a closer relationship.
Yeah.
So,
but it was just a weird. thing for me because I was just like, how you don't know? But then when she ran off, you ran after her.
Oh yeah, like
why wouldn't you just tell the king she's by a tree?
well, because running into the woods is a big difference than walking out to the tree in your backyard.
Still don't make no sense to me.
Which is a really good thing because she was attacked by a fucking boar. She could have like, and that was so unrealistic. The boar would have gutted her like fucking with a tusk right in the stomach. Like if it was on top of her, she was dead. Those animals are deceptively fucking dangerous, like really dangerous. People think it's not a big deal. Oh, it's just a pig. No, it's not. It's way more than just a fucking pig. So the minute it was on her, I was like, oh, so she didn't die? What the fuck? Like, I was like, this.
Of course she didn't die.
Right? I'm like,
jeez.
Why are you gonna have a boar go after her? Like, I don't know. It's one of those things where it's like you see big ass men get like a tusk in the gut and they're done, and yet it's just like on top of her. But
okay, we can't. Her. You know, I feel like that's the whole idea of like when men get sick, they're like, "Oh my god, I'm dying," and us over here doing like multitasking, take care.
But she didn't get gored. That's the thing.
True,
she just
but
didn't
I mean, gored. I think I don't know. I'm not trying to justify that she shouldn't have died, but I think there's a difference when your instincts just kick in and you just try to survive.
Oh yeah, like after he hits it and she comes out and she just lets all her rage out on the fucking pig. I was like, yeah, that tracks. Like, like get it out while you can. So that's for sure.
Yeah.
But and I loved how when she's walking back on the camp and she's looking like a total badass covered in blood, and now we can only pork.
Fucking Lannister, bro.
Oh, the Lannister. No, but the Strongs. Those are the Strong brothers sitting here. He's like,
no, yeah, I definitely caught that.
Right? But Lannisters,
Oh my god. The moment he said, "Hi, I'm Jason Lannister," I was like,
Right. Well, oh my god, when I forget what he said, because I would do whatever for my lady wife. And I went, barf.
The moment he was like, "Have some wine," I was like, "You shady. Who you are? What? No.
No, thank you, sir." And then immediately it clicked in my head. I was like, oh, she's of age. All of them are going to be like, hey, baby.
Yeah.
You want to get married.
Yeah. Like, yep. But it was funny because, like, she calls her dad out on it. And then,
pardon me,
Jason comes to the king later and starts talking to the king. And I was like, she tried to tell you about this dude. She tried to tell you. And she was right.
Yeah.
And now you see it.
And now you're embarrassed. Like, And then the king's all drunk and shit. And he's like, let me guess. You want to put your son up in that shit too? And he's like, no.
I know.
It's really weird because he's kind of, spoiler alert, he's like predicting the future a little bit here.
What do you mean?
Because for those who are book readers, we know that in the future, when he says, your son Harwin Breakbone Strong, that's the guy that she ends up having her kids with, even though she's married to Laenor.
Okay. I don't think that's a prediction. I think that was a valid point because
it was just a funny, like, it was like, oh, that's funny that he was like, oh, let me guess, you're over here sticking your son up here, and that's the guy she ends up actually kind of hooking up with in the future.
Yeah, I didn't see it that way. I just thought that was a valid point because everybody else is trying to pitch their dudes, and he's like, nah. Actually, you should be trying to mend this fence over here that you keep running over.
Right.
And over.
Laenor looks, I mean, true, technically it's been 4 years since we've seen him, and boys do that thing where they just like shoot up and look 50 years older out of nowhere. But he looks completely 100% different in 4 years. Like, we've seen his sister in that year in between the tourney and all of this shit, but we never saw him again. We just saw him at the tourney. So it's been 4 years since we've seen him. And now he's over there battling in the Stepstones with his dad, all a grown man and shit, which it's just weird to hear somebody else say Dracarys.
First of all,
sorry.
Correct me if I'm wrong. He did not say it right.
He said it weird.
I don't even think he said it.
He said Dracarys.
Like, I don't think he said it. I'm sorry. Because I saw the word on the screen, but I'm like, that's not what he said. Like, that's what y'all want us to hear he said. But I'm 100% sure it was a different word and different syllables.
It was not.
I was like, do they have an accent?
Yeah. See, that's the thing. Like,
they have accents in Driftmark?
In Driftmark? What was it? Like Daenerys, when she says it kind of with an accent. And then when you hear Rhaenyra say she's a thick ass accent when she says it, the whole Valyrian thing, and he's just like Dracarys, like
no, he's definitely that ain't what he said. I have a feeling if we try to go and pull it back up, it's gonna be different. But
it was weird. I'm right there with you. I would not have known that he had said that unless the word was on the bottom of the screen.
I was gonna ask you. I was like, is there another word they say? Maybe we just don't know. I don't know. I literally paused it. What the fuck? I'm pretty sure. Right. I'm gonna leave that alone.
Okay.
I don't know it that well. I'm gonna leave it alone.
So I love how they use the white heart stag as like symbolism in the show.
Oh, I love that because that adds to more stress on Viserys because he's already doubting the fact that he chose Rhaenyra, and then they tell him about the stag. So and now he's like very much into the whole symbolism, whatever. So that's why I'm like, oh, I kind of feel for Viserys in this moment because he even says, I was trying to do the right thing.
Yeah.
And now it seems like everything around him is telling him, you didn't do the right thing.
Right.
Like, I never imagined I was going to remarry and have a son. And now I'm wondering, did I pick the right thing? Did I pick the right person? Now they're telling me a stag out here on my son's birthday.
Specifically a white one.
Specifically a white one.
Right.
Does that mean that it's supposed to be my son? And then when he gets there and he sees that it's a brown one.
Yeah.
It was like a reassurance of, I did choose the right person. And then to only turn around after that and see Rhaenyra with the white one, I was like, yo. Okay. All right.
Which I've shown you the family tree, right? I've shown you the family tree, so you've seen that it all. So it makes perfect sense that the stag would come to her.
Yeah.
Even if all of the bullshit that happens from here on, it still makes perfect sense that the stag would come to her.
Oh yeah.
I love
100%. And I love that she told what is his name? Sir Kristen, not to kill the stag. She's like, no. I was like, they got a connection. They see each other.
Oh my God, that's so funny. Because I was watching It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia earlier today, and Danny DeVito had a connection with a rabbit.
Oh my God.
Like it was people having connections with animals all day. Don't eat the rabbit, Deandra. It's got my soul.
Oh my God, stop. Stop it.
Okay, I'm sorry. Let it go. But, okay. The best part, frankly, was they're at their little war council meeting, right?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And then Damon walks through like Mr. Badass, like always. Again,
he's been hanging around too many black people. But go ahead.
And then they bring him the news.
Oh, I was so hot.
Right.
Oh my God.
Right.
Oh, Viserys, you about to get slapped.
So you finally make a fucking decision 3 years later to help out. And what is it that you send?
What 10 ships gonna do?
10 ships and 2,000 men?
What is that gonna do?
What is that? That's nothing.
Oh, my heart.
And then on top of it, we've been here fighting this whole fucking time. Well, busting our asses.
First of all, hold on.
You're going to swoop in at the...
Okay, let's pause. Okay. Let's go back. Because when Damon walks in He's chilling there, turns around, he's looking at everybody.
He's about to have a speech or some shit.
He's going through the motions. And he gets the letter, he reads it, and he goes wilding on dude. I was like,
and he kills
what's
the
in
messenger.
that letter? I was like, he just told Rhaenyra he done sent help. Why he reacting like this? He mad? And then you hear about the 10 shits, and I was like, you know that saying, don't shoot the messenger? This is why you need to question if you want to be the messenger.
That's a good point.
Because you taking a message to Daemon from the king,
you might not come back with a face.
A face. I'm surprised they pulled him off of homie. Oh my god. Valid reaction. I would have reacted the same way. Because
it's like adding insult to injury.
Right.
You don't make a decision this whole time. We finally take our own shit. You keep saying you can't make a decision. You can't help because of, oh, this and oh, that. If you had made a decision in the first place, we wouldn't be in this fucking bullshit ass place, right? But okay, you want to wait till 3 years after we've been here busting ass and we're almost about to fucking lose. And then you want to send some bullshit, barely anything. So even if we did win, and even if your shit did help, you can claim all the glory now. Oh, it was the king who did it. The king helped. No way in fuck is Daemon gonna let Viserys take the glory. No way.
After that, when you see him on the ship and on the little boat, and he's going and he's surrendering, I knew homie wasn't surrendering. I was like, he is fired up. Okay, let's get prepared for him to wild out on all of these. Oh my god.
I got mad Jon Snow vibes from him during that whole thing. Because he's there, he's been hit, he's fucked up, he still picks up his sword. He's surrounded by the fucking enemy, and he fucking lifts his sword up anyways. I'll take you all on, I don't give a fuck.
I think the only
time... Snow, baby. No. Jon Snow. Like, that was the Battle of the Bastards.
The only time I felt Jon Snow-ish was when he's running and dodging for
that too.
After that, I'm like, this is another breed right here. That's no.
See, that's why I said like Jon Snow's real name being Aegon is fucking stupid. It would not be Aegon. I always said it would be Daemon.
Mm-hmm.
Could you imagine if Jon Snow was named after Daemon? Because Daenerys is clearly a descendant of Rhaenyra. Like, they really wanted to evoke Daenerys inside Rhaenyra, but you could see why.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't know. We'll see. We'll find out.
But I don't know if that's on purpose. Like, oh, you can see echoes of family members within a family tree, and they are from the same family tree, clearly. Or if it's just a television show thing where we're trying to steal elements from the show before.
Because that's even in reality, you see that in people.
Yeah, I think it's a little tiny bit of both, though. Just because he's standing there, he's literally all you can see is a wall of people, and then at the very second, he's like, "I don't give a fuck, I'll die fighting you," and that's when boom, and it goes in a circle like this, and that's very much Battle of the Bastards at the end when he's standing there, and all the horsemen are coming at him, and then all the dudes from the Vale come through and just bust everyone up in a big ass circle.
Okay, I can't agree with that because technically speaking, Daemon came before Jon Snow, so there's also
I know, yes, you're absolutely right on the
but like I see the parallels that you're making 100%.
That's why I'm just saying that like they're taking little tiny elements from the TV show that they had before that they know were done well and that people loved, and it was an episode that people really liked, and I just feel like they're trying to evoke that in people in general. Maybe. But then again, we got to see a new dragon. We got to see Sea Smoke.
Oh yeah, that is very true.
And he's a nice young dragon.
Which makes sense of why possibly he could have said something else other than
Well, no, I mean, it says Dracarys on the screen.
but...
Well, maybe it makes sense that he sounds different from the rest of them because their family came over from Valyria way earlier than the Targaryens did.
Sure.
They've lost that Valyrian accent. They sound all British and shit.
I don't know. They weird. But it was a good episode.
I liked it a lot. It was a really good episode.
It was fun.
You know what, Danny, oh my God, nobody, ugh. You know what Dan pointed out at the very end? Just because, like, I had to, Dan was like, wait a minute, I had to pause for a second and re-explain he was like, what the fuck does the crab feeder get from all this? Why is he doing this to begin with? So I had to explain shit to him, and then he was like, and then I was like, well, that's why the grayscale makes sense, because from here, from like this point to the beginning, everything was fine. They were doing what they had to do. They were just getting rid of the pirates and making it easier for everybody to like go through with their shipping lanes and shit. And then from some point, somewhere in the middle on, they just went crazy and started becoming the pirates, and even worse than the pirates, and just killing people and stealing shit and racking up fees and all kinds of shit, right? So, but there's no explanation as to why. So the grayscale makes perfect sense because it slowly takes over your body until it hits your brain, makes you fucking crazy. So it's great. So when Daemon clearly slashes the shit out of the crab feeder and is dragging his upper torso across the beach, Dan's like, oh my God, he's touching him.
Yeah.
Like, after I literally just finished looking at my husband and saying, oh, it's ridiculously contagious. He goes, do these other guys have it? Because it looked like some of the other ones had it.
Yeah.
Right? And I'm like, oh, well, of course they would all slowly get it from each other because it's crazy contagious. And then Damon's walking across the water, like, barehanding this motherfucker.
And you're like, oh, shit. Oh. Ooh. Ooh.
See, everybody's talking about grayscale and Viserys, but what if the grayscale ain't on Viserys?
I think we should end it right there. Y'all should post some comments. Y'all should hit us up on TikTok and Instagram and Twitter.
Like,
they doing things with the show, man. They doing things with the show.
I mean, how many years does the war last? The war actually only lasts like 2.5, 3 years.
Yeah, that's where they're at now. That was the end of the war.
Well, no. That's the stepstone. But I mean, the Dance of the Dragons, when they get to the Dance of the Dragons, the war itself only lasts like 2 or 3 years.
I don't know.
But how many years until they get to that point?
I don't know.
I feel like they would have said something about him getting grayscale. Why would he not get grayscale? Just because he's Targaryen and he's rare. There is some bullshit about Targaryens not being able to get sick, but that is bullshit. They can get sick. It's just like really rare for them to get sick.
Okay.
I don't know.
I told you I don't know. This is where my knowledge stops.
Literally, after we finished taping our podcast the other day to finish up episode 2, because we still need to edit that shit and put it out. But I just started going on a rant, and just from looking at the family tree alone, and I was like, and this happened there, and then these people did that to those people, and then this motherfucker, oh, he did this. And blah, 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 blah. And she was just sitting there like, like, I'm sorry.
I can't help you because I don't know.
I don't want help. I'm just talking.
I can't participate in this conversation because I don't know.
I'm just glad to finally have like one person that I can have this conversation with.
Oh, man.
Sincerely. And you guys.
Yeah.
So we just wanted to let you know that we are giving away a free hard copy of Fire and Blood, which is what House of the Dragon is based off of. We're currently trying to hit 1,000 followers on TikTok, because then we would be able to put these live streams up on TikTok right now. So if you would follow us on there at Girls Go Books Deep, we would greatly appreciate it.
And with that said, have a good night, guys.
Good night.
Until next week.
See you later.
Ooh, ooh.